Thanks for coming, family and friends. Before I get started, I need to thank Vlad Podolsky. Without him, I never would have gotten this speech off the ground. Charles Darwin once said, "It's not the strongest, fastest, or largest species that survive, but those most responsive to change." As a class, we were born into the technological revolution, full of a quite nearly absurd amount of political, social, and economic advances. We bore witness to the invention of the internet, DVDs, alternate energies, HDTVs, laptops, cell phones, iPods, rap music, and texting, just to name a few. Incredible innovations are becoming a yearly expectation instead of a surprise. Technological change has become the status quo, and we take each invention in stride. However, we've also been tested by traumatic events that have reshaped our social and political mindset. Events such as September 11th, Hurricane Katrina, and the Virginia Tech Massacre changed orange from a simple breakfast juice into a threat letter. But have we crumbled in the face of this adversity? No. As children, we learned the meaning of camaraderie. We bore witness to the mourning of a nation after Columbine, the rubble of the Twin Towers, and the extent to which strangers would go in order to provide relief to their fellow Americans. But how do these lessons translate on a more personal level? We are a generation pathetically deemed apathetic. A generation in which the ratio of people who can play real guitar to those who have high scores on Guitar Hero is admittedly disturbingly small. However, letting an indulgence in video games, movies, Facebook, and other lighthearted pastimes completely mask the passion and drive of our era is a huge mistake. As a class, we pushed each other to see invisible children, to utilize fashion as a cure for both disease and heartache. We hooped up for the heart and dumped for diabetes. Our sports teams banded together, resulting in incredible success. Boys soccer taking GMCs, football dominating, and the girls lacrosse team becoming a two-time state champion, along with many others. Our talents and work are undeniable and have been recognized by top colleges throughout the country. As a class, we have a record number of students being recruited to continue athletics in college. However, sports are just the beginning of our long list of achievements. We have students going to Ivy League and top schools all across the country. We have nationally recognized artists embarking on careers with immeasurable potential. We have musicians who have not only played but also composed their way into highly competitive conservatories. We are an incredibly diverse class, of which I am proud to be a part, but more so excited to see what we will achieve in the turbulent era ahead. Albert Einstein once claimed that education is what remains after we've forgotten all we learned in school. And I think I agree. In our life, we will forget what polar coordinates are, who the narrator of The Great Gatsby was, and probably even a bunch of the state capitals. However, we will never forget the important lessons that Sycamore has taught us about how to act, function, and contribute in a successful society. Some would say that this is a horrible time to be entering college and the workforce. I wholeheartedly disagree. When a forest fire is burning, the rangers let the fire burn down because the ashes from the trees will provide the nutrients for a new, healthier forest to grow. The automobile and banking industries are burning around us, causing a ripple effect in our entire economy. We are facing a recession the depth of which hasn't been seen since the 1920s. And in the face of this adversity, we have two options. We can either spray handheld extinguishers on the already rampant flames, or prepare ourselves to build a new, stronger, healthier American forest ahead. We cannot sit here limited by the current events of today's society, but rather liberated by them. Now, as the class of 2009, we have been given the task to leave Sycamore, and not to follow, but to lead. Our teachers, family, and friends all have the utmost confidence that we are able to the reins of science, government, education, and economy, and steer them in the right direction. Only one question remains. Are we ready?